Luxury tech looks like a flex until you see the invoice. Tonight we pull apart the $500,000 gold iPhone and 9 more absurd gadgets the ultra-rich buy, then expose the numbers and trade-offs buried under the shine. Some of these pieces are engineering art. Others are marketing with gemstones. All of them come with costs no unboxing video will mention. Ready to doubt your favorite toy? Start with the headline piece, the $500,000 gold iPhone. This isn't a case, it's a full transformation. The stock chassis is replaced with milled 18-karat gold, paved diamonds wrap the bezel, and a rare stone sits inside the home button or crown. The parts list looks insane, but the math is colder than the metal. Gold weight might land around 200 to 300 grams. At recent prices, the raw metal is a mid-5-figure line item. Diamonds add 6 figures fast, depending on carat, cut, and color. The rest is labor. Hundreds of bench hours, micropave setting under microscopes, polishing to a mirror, and tolerances tight enough that Apple's water seals still seat. Insurance, shipping, and import duties finish the tab. Here's what the brochure skips. Phones age at the speed of software. A luxury case survives a decade, a luxury phone depreciates every keynote. Battery swaps become surgery when the shell is bonded and gem set. One scratch on a sapphire backplate and you're not calling the Genius Bar. Resale liquidity is thin, your buyer pool is a handful of collectors who want your exact design, now. Next, the Vertu Signature Cobra, reported around $310,000. It's a jeweler's feature phone, not a smartphone, wrapped in 439 rubies and set with diamond eyes. Why does someone buy T9 in the age of OLED? Concierge. That 24/7 service can get tables, jets, and fixes money alone struggles to buy. The price blends craft, gems, and a private switchboard. Hidden cost, dependence. When the service lapses, the talisman becomes a paperweight. Caviar's Golden Rock PlayStation 5 made headlines at a claimed $499,000, with 20 kilograms of gold sculpted into faceted armor and a controller studded with crocodile leather. Whether one was delivered or left as a press magnet, the lesson stands: material plus myth can price a console like a townhouse. The unsexy part is heat. Consoles need airflow, armor traps heat. Expect fans to work harder and lifespans to shorten unless engineering is surgical. Remember the Apple Watch edition in solid gold? $10,000 to $17,000 when it launched. Beautiful, exquisitely finished, and quietly discontinued. WatchOS marched forward, the luxury case stood still. Owners learned a luxury smartwatch can feel obsolete faster than a mid-range mechanical that keeps ticking for decades. If you crave durability with prestige, a high horology hybrid strap for a steel Apple Watch can scratch the itch without locking status to a battery. Televisions can go stratospheric too. The C SEED 262 is a 262-inch 4K LED wall that reportedly starts around $500,000, weighs as much as a small car, and arrives with its own motorized frame, cinematic speakers, and a team to bolt it into your life. Add power conditioning, HVAC tweaks, and custom cabinetry, and the installed price leaps. The result is theater without a theater. The hidden cost is commitment. Once it's in, it's in. Audio has its emperors. Sennheiser's He1, around $59,000, pairs marble-based tube amps with electrostatic headphones that erase the room. Focal's Grande Utopia EM Evo speakers can hit mid-6 figures a pair when fully configured. Both are peak experiences, but they demand an ecosystem: silent rooms, power amps that run hot and heavy, racks, cables, and acoustic treatment. Spend on the room before the rack, or you'll gild reflections. Cameras wear tuxedos too. Leica's limited editions, especially Hermes collaborations, have sold north of $20,000, and vintage rarities go much higher. The appeal is tactility and lineage, brass that brasses, shutters that whisper, glass that paints. The hidden number is depreciation versus auction premiums. Modern limiteds can slide before they rise, classics often already priced in the halo. Buy to shoot, not to speculate, unless you're ready to live with volatility. Laptops get the Midas touch. Gold-plated MacBooks, diamond-set logos, crocodile sleeves, prices sprint into 6 figures for builds that add zero performance. The only rational case is presentation, a diplomatic gift, a piece for a flagship window, or a brand trophy. For everyday power users, the real flex is the unboxing of seconds saved, maxed RAM, blistering storage, external GPUs, calibrated displays. Speed compounds, plating doesn't. Now for privacy tech, the $17,000 Solarin by Serin Labs promised military-grade encryption, hardened hardware, and a physical, shielded mode. The pitch was security first, luxury second. These phones often underdeliver on app ecosystems and cameras, and the value lives in a specific buyer profile, executives in sensitive fields who trade convenience for a smaller attack surface. The hidden cost is social friction. When your primary can't run half your life, you carry two. Then there are the art pieces masquerading as routers, turntables, or speakers, design objects milled from monolithic aluminum, anodized like sculpture, with performance that ranges from astonishing to average. Prices feel like punishment until you remember the real market, homes where a speaker is also a statue and a line item on a design brief. Maintenance is real, boutique brands can vanish, parts can sunset, and your gorgeous object may become unserviceable art. So, should you ever buy luxury tech? Yes, when the value you get matches the value you pay. If it's craft, seek the handwork and name the artisan. If it's performance, measure it. If it's status, own that, but negotiate like a buyer, not a fan. Ask about servicing, parts availability, firmware roadmaps, resale, insurance, and heat. If a brand dodges, walk. If they glow when you ask hard questions, you've probably found grown-up luxury. Last thought. Luxury's core isn't gold, it's skill. Pick a craft, ship weekly, measure honestly, reinvest wins, and repeat. Build value until your tools feel like talismans, and your work outshines anything plated today.